Hey, what up, y'all? Welcome to the Runaway Slave Project. On today's episode, we're going to be doing a review of the Legalzoom website as well as step-by-step formation of an LLC using the Legalzoom website. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so before we start to dig deep into this topic, the first thing we got to do is understand what is an LLC. And it stands for Limited Liability Company. And what that basically means in a nutshell is that in the eyes of the courts and the state, you, the person, is a separate entity from your business, okay? Now, in comparison to a sole proprietor who just has a DBA, they are their business. So the business and the person is one and the same, meaning if their company accrues any kind of debts or comes under any kind of legal trouble, then the person is responsible legally, okay? But with a LLC, the person is totally separate from the business. So their personal assets are not on the line, all right? Now, that is in a nutshell, that's what an LLC is. So the first thing you want to do is go to Legalzoom on your mobile device. And the first thing you're going to notice is that not only do they provide, business formation services like, starting an LLC or s-corp, c-corp, but they also go a step further and assist you with like protecting your brand with trademarks, patent applications, copyrights, but also they go another step further and they assist you with estate planning, with wills and trusts. So I do like the fact that this is like a one-stop shop. You can come here and get anything, but for today's video, we only focusing on the LLC formation process. Okay, so let's go to the next page, and it basically lists everything that they will offer. They will offer services to create your LLC, corporation, nonprofit, or your DBA. Now, we only going to be focused, like I said, on the LLC. Now, going to the first page, it's asking us, what do we want to call our LLC? And I'm just going to put ABC Media. Just something simple. And what I like about LegalZoom over the competition is the fact that you can actually check the name availability right on the first page, okay? Versus the other guys, basically you have to wait until they do the name check for you. So let's go ahead and check availability, and it's asking us what state are we forming our LLC in. And I always recommend just form it in whatever state that you are living in and are going to be doing business in, all right? So we're going to click Texas and we're going to go to next, and it says great news, this name is available. And go to the next page, and the other thing I don't like about LegalZoom's interface is the fact that they ask one question at a time, and so you have to keep on clicking through. You got to click through 15 pages just to get through this whole process. But it doesn't take long. It's just tedious. All right, so let's go to the next page, and it's asking us for our primary information. I'm just going to put my fake phone number, fake email address, and be done with it. All right, so the next page asks, when do you want to start your business? I'm just going to put from 1 to 2 months. And we'll go to the next page. It says, is ABC Media your first LLC? For this example, just for today, we're going to put yes. And it says, what will ABC Media do? I'm going to put film production. And it says, where will ABC Media be selling products and services? I'll put both online and in person. Go to the next page. Will ABC Media accept cash payments? Let's put yes. Next page says, will you have employees within the first 12 months? I'll put yes. Next page. Let's keep your LLC legally compliant to avoid setbacks. This is where they are trying to basically start to sell you some things on the side. So let's just click next. All right, so next page asks us about registered agent service, which is important. Now, what is a registered agent service? If you ever have to receive any kind of legal, tax, or any kind of documents dealing with your business, somebody has to be able to receive those items during business hours, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, or whatever business hours will be considered. and somebody has to be available just in case you need to get served some papers. Somebody has to receive that paperwork on your behalf. That's what a registered agent is. Now, the question most people ask is, well, can I save that money and just be my own registered agent? The answer is yes. But me personally, I wouldn't recommend it because this information is normally public record, and you definitely don't want your phone number and address, Googleable. Okay, so now the registered agent service for LegalZoom is a little bit expensive, way more expensive than the competition. And if you were to go to like a third party registered agent in your state, at least for Texas, I can only speak on Texas. I can't speak for nobody else. But in Texas, I found registered agent services as cheap as like $60, $70. Now, if you ever seen my video, Incfile versus LegalZoom, Incfile actually will give you the first year free, and then they'll charge you $100 for the second year. With LegalZoom, it's $250 for the first year. So keep that in mind. All right, so we're going to go to the next page, and it's going to be talking about your operating agreement and your EIN number. Now, what is an operating agreement? That's going to be a document that lists all of your important information about your business, okay? Who are the officers? Who are the managers? How are funds distributed? How are meetings conducted? All of that information is going to be listed on your operating agreement. Now, in some states, this is not a requirement, but in my opinion, I think you should have an operating agreement. Any business that you run and operate, I believe that you should run it as if it is a Fortune 500 company, okay? Always think like that. Now, the next thing that they're trying to provide us with is our EIN, which is your tax ID number, and it's basically a social security number for your business, okay? So when you go to file your taxes, when you go to apply for credit, this is the number that you're gonna need, okay? And they're offering to get those two things to us for $159, and we're gonna select. So on this next page, they're gonna be offering us some compliance services, but we're just gonna skip by that. And now they're gonna offer us some tax and some legal protection. Skip. And the next page, we're gonna skip that too. All right, like I said, this is a very, very tedious process. All right, they just offering you all kinds of stuff that you really don't need and things that they can include in these packages. So, all right, now we've reached the page that actually lists all the packages. Let's go ahead and take a look at the economy package. So, taking a look at the economy package, which costs $79 plus state filing fees. Now, state filing fees for Texas is going to be $301, but do your own homework for your own state, because your state filing fees could be $50, it could be $500. Just depends on where you're located. Okay, now, and keep in mind, those state filing fees, that don't go to LegalZoom. Okay, only thing LegalZoom is getting from you is $79. All right, that's the package amount. The state filing fees go directly to the state. So, what does the economy package include? All right, so comprehensive name search and business entity filing. And this is basically them saying that we are going to send all of your paperwork off to the Secretary of State. Peace of mind review basically means they're going to go through this entire thing, make sure all your paperwork is right. Tax savings consultation, which is a 30-minute phone call with a tax consultant. Complete digital welcome packet, which is self-explanatory. Digital tracker to track your process, wherever you are in the process of starting your LLC. 7 days a week and lifetime customer support, self-explanatory, and a business entrepreneur's business newsletter. All right. To me, that's a bunch of nothing. If you haven't seen my video on Incfile versus LegalZoom, go check that one out because I go through a lot of this already. So check that out if you get time. All right, taking a look at the standard package, which costs $329 plus state filing fees. And it includes everything that the economy package had, but they added two things. One is this deluxe founders kit, which is basically a little binder that has all of your information neatly tucked in. The second thing that they include is this little company seal. You basically slide a document in, stamp it, and it has your official seal on the bottom. All right. Let's go to the next package, which is the Express Gold, and it starts at $349 plus state filing fees. And the only thing that they added on here is the expedited processing, which is now 24 hours instead of, like, I don't know, I think it was like 20 days. Now this one is 1 day plus the express shipping. So instead of them taking weeks to get back with you and have your package back, they'll actually have it in under a week. All right. So let's go ahead and select the middle package. All right, so now we have the summary page, which basically lists everything that we purchased, which is the standard LLC package for $329 plus the $301 for the state filing fees for Texas. And the next thing we included was the $159 for the operating agreement as well as the EIN number. Let's go down. Our damage comes out to $789. Now, quick breakdown of what I think about the Legalzoom website. Now, in my opinion, if I'm starting a new business, I'm not choosing Legalzoom because it is extremely expensive. The registered agent service is $250 for the first year. Their packages are extremely expensive over the competition. Incfile, Swift Filings, these guys are a lot cheaper and a lot easier to work with than Legalzoom. Okay, Legalzoom's website, it seems a little bit tedious, and it's too much. It's too much clicking over to the next page, and it just becomes, you know, it's a tough experience to form an LLC using LegalZoom. And I'm not saying that it's super convoluted, but it's just something that could be a lot easier. And the process on a PC may be a lot different, but as far as doing it on a mobile device, I just wouldn't recommend it, and I wouldn't recommend going to LegalZoom, honestly. The only thing I would go to LegalZoom for is for those other services, you know, trademarks, copyrights, wills, trust. That's what I would go to LegalZoom for. As far as strictly forming a business, I would probably go to the competition. All right. So, hope you found value in this video. Of course, hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I release a new video. And we're going to see y'all on the next go round. Peace.